Hello.
Yes, sir. Hello.
Hello. Am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Guys, am I audible?
Yes, sir. Hello.
Yeah. Okay, no problem. See, today's lecture might be a short. What I'm going to explain you how the flow of information is going to take place in Matlab because that is needed when we go for solving the ordinary differential equations. So what we are going to do, we are going to create one or two script files and one or two function files. Okay, you also create this simultaneously along with me. Here, let's assume that we have a size of a rectangle A and B. Then the first function file we will call is calculation of area of a rectangle. That's A into B. Simple equations will be there. And in that function file, once we get the area, we will divide that area by 2, and let's assume that what we are getting is the radius of the circle. Correct? Then we will write another functions which will calculate area of circles. Correct? And then once we get the area of circle, we will pass that area of circles to the function file where we have calculated area of rectangles. And then from that area of circles, we will write another function file which will basically give us CP value, fictitious values of coefficients and any equation you take. Correct? That's gives us the value of CP. Then we get the value of CP. Then all these value as the output arguments, we will going to have a script file. Okay. If you're not understood, okay, let me write here and then you can start your own file. So what I'm telling, first we will write a script file. So I wrote a script file. In this script files, I have A as the 56. That's the one side of a rectangle. I have B as 21 as another side of rectangle. Then I'm writing a functions which will going to calculate me the area of a rectangle. Okay, is equal to calculation of area of rectangles. No, sorry. The output is area of rectangles, and then I have functions which is calculation of area of rectangles, which will have input as a comma b. So this is my functions. I called for function here. Okay, now I need to write this function file. So I'm writing the function file. This is my script file, or I can say it's the main file for flow informations. So I given the name as main file for flow informations. Then I'm going to write the function file. So again, it's a function. Output is area of rectangle. Name is calculations of area of, I think, rect. Out input argument is a comma b, or I can say r a comma rb. Okay, and then I have area of rectangle is equal to RA into RB. Finish. So this is what I wrote. Is this clear? So I wrote functions for calculations of area of rectangles, and I called that function here. Okay. Then what I'm going to do, I am calculating this radius of circle is equal to area of rectangle divided by 2. And here what I am doing, I am calling another functions which basically gives me area of circle. Functions is a calculations of area of circle. Clear? With the input as a radius of circle. Correct? So this is the inputs I have. Then I need to write another functions. So here output is area of circle is sorry, I have a function output is area of circle, and name is calculations of area of circle. Input is RD, I would say, and then area of circle is equal to pi by 4 into RD square. That's all. Correct. Okay, so now let me explain what I did here. What I did, I had a script file. Okay, so this is the script file I wrote, where I have only two inputs, A and B. Then I wrote a function file which is calculation of area of rectangle. I am calling this function file in this script file. This function file have two input argument, that's A and B, and have three output argument, that's the area of rectangle, area of circle, and area of radius of circles. So now let's create the calculations of area rectangle as a function, which I already created here. So it's a functions area rectangle, area circle, area radius circle, calculation of area of rectangle with two input arguments RA and RB. So I calculated area of rectangle RA into RB. I calculate radius of circle, which is area of rectangle by 2, and then in this I need to calculate area of circle. So for that I have another functions, which is calculation of area of circle. So basically I have a script file. I called a function file in that script file. Then I have a function file. I called another function files in that function files, which is basically calculation of area of circles. So let's look at how I created calculation of area of circles, which has one input, that's the RD, area of calculation of area of circle as a function name, and then I have given a formula. So I got the area circles. I will go here, area circles, and then it will calculate all these three outputs, go here and then here. And then I wrote a if loop. If area of rectangle is greater than area of circle, temp is equal to RD. Which RD? It's basically radius of circle. That's what I wanted to write. A radius of circle, else temp is equal to area of circle by 100. And then I have another function file, which is CP. Is this clear? Any doubts on this one? So whatever we learn up till now, you can say crux of that one. Okay, now what I will do, I will first check it whether it runs or not. Is there any error? You also write on your machines and check. So it does not have any error. Now what I want you people to observe the workspace. How many variable it has been created? A 1, area circle 2, area rectangle 3, B 4, CP 5, radius of circle 6, and temperature 7. 7 variables has been created, which has been somehow came into main file. Rest of the variables which has been created internally is vanished. It only stays with that functions. So you look at the main file. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6 is the temperature and 7th is a CP. These many variables you will see only in the workspace. Now, if you're going to look at area calculation rectangles, we created these three. But here also we wrote RA and RB, but RA and RB is not there in the outputs. Look at the area of circles, calculation of CP. I mean, if we put here some functions, let's say ARD is equal to CP into RT, that variables you will not see into your main files or into your workspace. So the point I am trying to make is that all these variables are internals to the functions. This is one thing. Now function is running. What I wanted to show you is this now. How the flow of information takes place in various files. This is very important when we go for writing or solving the ordinary differential equations. Whatever we learn up till now, we are going to use in ordinary differential equations. Okay, and many people loses focus or interest there because they don't understand how the flow of information takes place in ordinary differential equations or a solution of ordinary differential equations. So before that, I want you all to understand the flow of informations. Okay, so what I am putting a debugger. Okay, I am putting a breakpoints or debugger here. Here on line number one, I am going on line number one here, the hyphen. I am clicking one single click. So if you clicked one single, you will see that the red dot appears. Is everybody with me?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So once you click on this, you will see that the red circle appears. Now you do as usual. You wanted to run the files, go and run it. So I am clicking a icon run. Once I click the run, a green arrow appears. Okay, up to this is clear. Now before putting a breakpoint, once if I say run, it would have been run for entire programs. It would have been executed the entire program. Now, as I put on the breakpoints or debugger, it is stopped there where it is we have put on the breakpoint. Now, what I wanted to show you, go and look at your workspace. Go and look at your workspace. It was, I mean, this was earlier executed things. So we have not done anything. Now what I wanted to see your command prompt. So there is K two greater signs. Correct? Earlier there was only two greater signs. So this is the changes I'm showing you. Now let's come back to the file. Now what you do? Observe these things. Observe the penalty where there was a run. Okay? Observe the penalty where there was run. The many more things came into picture. That is step. So first run change to continue, then step in, then step out, and then run to cursor. So these windows will be useful. Now what I want it to go to the next line. So let's look at the step. I'm clicking on step. The green arrow will go to the next line. And what the command is clear all. Earlier I shown you that there are a lot of things in my workspace. Now I am giving a command clear all. I am executing it. I executed the command clear all. It will clear all the things. Okay. So it has been created from workspace, cleared from workspace. There is nothing in workspace. Now the second command is CLC. So I wanted to execute the second command. I am clicking on step. So the second command has been executed. Let's go back and check our workspace. So earlier there was something written main file like something. So this has been cleared. So these two commands has been executed. Now let me tell you. Now there is nothing in workspace. Till then I wanted to type A. So I typed A. So basically I'm asking Matlab what is the value of A. What Matlab is answering me is that undefined function or variable A at this point of time. But if I executed these commands, which I will execute by clicking on step. Now A has been created in workspace and Matlab will definitely return to A to you. So if I type A, it shows 56. Cleared? Then I came to the line where I called my functions. Now, if I click step, it will run this and go to the next line. That's what we observe. We don't want to do that one. What we wanted to do, how the flow of information is taking place here. Okay, so we wanted to go inside the calculation area rectangles. So at this point of time, this is functions. We know calculation area rectangle, it has two input argument a and b, and we have both a and b values because we have calculated or we have given the command for this a and b. Now other thing, if there are a lot of variables and we really don't know whether all the values has been calculated, Just gently take your cursors, overlay on the variable. It shows you the value of that variables and also the data type. Let's look at the B. 21, 1 by 1 scalar, double data type is equal to 21. Clear? Now what I wanted to go inside these functions, how the flow of information is taking place. The meaning of this sentence is we are calling a functions which is a call rect area rect having two input argument a and b. So what MATLAB does at this point, once I click this, it looks these functions, that is cal area rectangles, in its local directory. So what is the local directory here? The local directory for MATLAB at this point of time is this C and then class 21. Cleared? So let's go and click on step in. So I'm clicking on step in. Once I click on step in, you will see that the green arrow moves to cal area rect first line. Correct? It comes here. Now at this point of time, very important, we are given two input argument a and b, but that input argument value was name was a and b, but here we are taking the two input argument is r a and rb. So the first input argument is a. That first slot will match with the first slot here. It doesn't matter about the name, it just matters about the slots. So first slots matched with first slots given to the value. Second slots match with second slot given to the value. Is this clear? Now the cursor is here, which required RA and RB. In these functions, right now RA and RB is available. So let's click on step. Area of rectangle has been calculated. So it's a 1176, that's the value. Now the second command, area of rectangle by 2, it does that. Correct? The third command, again in third, again this is a functions. If I click step, it will calculate, but I wanted to go inside that. So look at this. We have cal area circ. We wrote these functions, cal area circ. Now we will click on step in. So once we click on step in, it goes to the first line after the functions. So radius is 588, which has calculated in the previous functions, and now it will execute this. Okay. Now there is no more functions. So arrow has been changed its direction. It says that everything is complete. Now, if you click on continue, where it will go? Where it will go? It will go here. So it has calculated everything. Let's click on continue or step. Okay. So it's once you click on step, it come back. Okay. Now let's have step. Finished. Again click step, it will come back to its original positions. So here. So everything has been calculated. Now we have area of rect value, we have area of circle value, we have radius of circles. All three value has been calculated. Now we have if loop. So let's click on step. As area of rectangle is 1176, area of circle is 10 to the power 5 is greater. So this condition false. It does not go into the body of if loop. It goes to the else. Anyway, else will not check any condition, whatever the statement of there, it will execute, and hence temperature is this. Now it will go and calculate here. Again, I will go inside the functions. Again, I have RT value and I have this. I have calculated ARD, step, come back. This is everything. So point is how the flow of information takes place. If we wrote various excuse various functions inside the functions, nested loops. This debugging or a breakthrough point is also going to useful when there is a errors. If you are doing a lot of calculations and you really don't know where is the error, some if loop is there, some for loop is there, and you don't know which is going to which is executing and which is not executing, you can put your breakpoints. See up to what part of the code is correct and then see where is the error. So you need not to run the code again and again. For example, Uh, when I was doing my PhD, I basically work on proton exchange membrane fuel cells. So there was one script file which basically used to do optimizations, and it was a non-linear optimization. So it was taking a lot of time. So basically, I used to start the programs, and after 16 or 17 hours, I would get the results. Now we need to. So basic program was at place. And then we need to do a small modifications while designing the controllers. So let's say by mistaken, or you wrote the controller file where syntax error was there and you did not notice that, or there is some logical errors. Instead of writing if loop greater than, you might have wrote less than, and you ran the programs, correct? So you would get to know that this is the silly mistake you made after 18 to 20 hours. So that's a huge loss of time. Instead of that one, what you do, quickly one cycles you can check. So it might take you maybe half an hour. Through these breakthrough points, you will understand that okay, this results which I got might not be the logically correct. So breakpoint is also useful when there is a large code which takes intense times and you wanted to check one thing. Another thing is that you wanted to see how the flow of information takes place. First you can write the codes and check it by giving some fictitious inputs or inputs. So for this breakthrough point is important. And I introduced this today is because I wanted to start ordinary differential equation solutions from the next lectures, where I am going to call the ordinary function files, ordinary differential equation function files, by using the syntax in Matlab in a script file. So many people don't understand how the flow of information takes place. So to understand this, I introduced breakthrough. Is there any questions anyone on this? No questions, correct? So I hope you people understood this. So what is the status of assignments?
All have submitted, sir. Like,
All
I
have
have.
submitted, correct? Huh?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So it is with you.
Yes, sir.
Okay, zip it and keep it with you. I will let you know where to send it.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay. Any other questions? When is your mid sem?
So from next to next week,
Next.
16th or 17th, I guess.
Sorry.
It was from 16th or 17th. I'll just confirm it.
Okay, 16 to 17. Okay. Okay. Fine. Fine. So I'm going to stop here. If you don't have anyone has any problems, uh, please do it. This flow of informations. If you are not understood, run a simple programs. This is what I created. Fictitious programs. You can create your own fictitious programs. Ran it and check whatever we learn up till now. If you have any doubts, please let me know. Okay. So I'm going to stop here for today.